Welcome to yet another edition of Flipping the Classroom. Today I'm going to talk about adjectives ending in ed or ing. Are you confused or is this confusing? Now, what is an adjective? Well, it's simple. It's a word that indicates a quality of a person or a thing. It says something more about the person or about that thing. Let's take this example, an apple. What can we say about it? Well, it's red, yellow, brownish, and I would say I wouldn't eat it because this is a rotten apple. Rotten is the adjective to apple. Another example. A beautiful woman. Beautiful is of course an adjective to woman. She can be beautiful, handsome, gorgeous, etc. I'm going to give you a picture of a very beautiful woman. Here it is. Now, okay, when we're talking about emotions and feelings and we want to describe those emotions and feelings, we can use all kinds of words. We can use happy, sad, etc. But we can use words ending in ed or ing as well. Look at the example above. Teen speak can be so confusing for anyone who's not a teen. As a father of 5 teens, I'm always confused when I read their text messages. What do they mean? We have confusing versus confused, and they all stem from the verb to confuse. Are there any other verbs? Sure there are. Scare, to amuse, etc. There are hundreds of them. Now, when do you use ed? I'm going to give you some examples. The first one is, I was very bored in the English lesson. I almost fell asleep. Well, that's not going to happen when you flip it, won't it? He was satisfied when he saw his marks for the English tests. They were great. Satisfied. And my father was exhausted after a 10 miles run. No wonder, he's 69 years old. Now, what is the conclusion here? These sentences describe an emotion. They describe how people feel. When do you use ing? Well, let's take another example. The grammar part of this English lesson was boring. It's always the tenses. Or, after all the hard work I had put in it, my marks for English were satisfying. Or again, a 10 miles run for a pensioner is really exhausting. Do you see the difference? What is the conclusion here? These adjectives are used to describe the things that cause the emotion, not the emotion itself, but the things that cause the emotion. For example, the grammar part, the marks, the run. Do you have more examples of these adjectives? Of course we have. Adjectives in ed, adjectives in ing, you see them there, like amused, disappointed, excited, frightened, frustrated, and so on, and their counterparts in ing form, of course. Now pause this video to look at the adjectives very thoroughly and study them. Still confused? Well, we're going to do exercises in class and you can watch another YouTube video on this matter. We see each other again in class. So that was it for Flipping the Classroom. Adjectives in ed or ing. Bye.